Unravel the mystery of a soul society outcast, whose return signals a storm brewing in the realms of the living and the afterlife. Unveil the mysteries of the afterlife with us. Hit that subscribe button for a chilling chronicle of Ichigo's world, where the line between the living and the dead blurs, and every shadow hides a soul's scream. Thank you very much for your subscription and likes. You can express your opinions in the comment area. Episode 1. The story you're about to read is of a soul reaper banished from the soul society and forced to wander the world of the living. This all happened 1,000 years before Ichigo Kurosaki became a substitute soul reaper. After the battle against Jinjo, things started to calm down. Ichigo and his friends moved on with their life. After they all finished school, they all went their own way in pursuit of their dreams. Orheim is training to become a doctor, since she always liked helping the people in need. Chad returned to Mexico to help kids just as his grandfather did for him. Yuryu decided to travel the world seeking out knowledge of the Quincy, but also to improve his own abilities. Ichigo helps out at his family's clinic, but most of the time he is away protecting souls from hollows. As for Rukia, she returned to the Soul Society to support her captain as the world of the living became quiet of hollows. So this is Karakura Town. You're doing well, Ichigo Kurosaki, but the true battle is still to come. As the mystery person vanished, we soon see Ichigo walking home from the shop with food as he feels a strange presence, but once her looks nothing but a clear sky before entering the house, which was actually empty. Ichigo, Yuzu and Karen must have gone out, but it's strange for Dad to go out without leaving a note. As Ichigo was deep in thought, a sense of danger came over him as he looks back and sees a shadow with red eyes going in for an attack, but he avoids it and quickly switched to his Shinigami form. Ichigo, who are you? Ichigo got no answer as Hit lunged forward. He goes to slice it with Zangetsu, but it passed right through, forcing him to dodge as it goes into the wall. Ichigo, what is this thing? It doesn't seem to be a hollow, so what is it? As Ichigo was watching for it, the shadow pounced out the floor and slashed Ichigo's back as Ichigo was forced against the wall as the shadow holds him there and looks to kill. Gotetsu. The shadow was soon sliced in half and fades as a mystery person stood before Ichigo holding a Zanpakuto, meaning they were a soul reaper, as the person starts looking at Ichigo. Ichigo, thanks, I'm Ichigo Kurosaki, substitute soul reaper. I know who you are and I have to say you're weaker than I expected, but then again that was new to you, so I guess I could let it slide. Ichigo, what you say? I am not weak. Besides, who are you? My name is not important. What is important is the fact you need to improve for an upcoming battle, and trust me, these are creatures you have never faced before. As the person and Ichigo stood there, the same feeling came from outside as they both ran outside and see a larger shadow sucking the soul out of a living person, but before Ichigo could react, the shadow began to change as it took on a new form. That's better now, I'm free. The creature sees Ichigo and the mystery person as it turns to face them, and it was no hollow. Ichigo, what the hell is that? Mizaru, I'm Mizaru, a demon, and you're both Soul Reaper. My luck is perfect now, I can feed on Soul Reapers. So one finally got through. How troublesome, now more will get through. Ichigo, hold, you know about them? Mizaru, of course he does, after he has been slaying my kind for last 1,000 years, but today he dies and so will you. As the demon prepares his attack, the mystery man steps forward holding Zanpakuto, which was in its sheath, before walking past him, and stops as the air became silent. You just awaked and now you're dead, Mizaru, huh? Single draw slash. As mystery man said that, Mizaru soon found himself cut into pieces, but what stunned Ichigo was not how easy Mizaru was defeated, but the fact to Ichigo it was as if the mystery man never drew his Zanpakuto, meaning he was so quick not even Ichigo could see it as Mizaru turns to ash. Ichigo, how did you do that? That was a simple attack, even a young one like you could have blocked it if you could see it. As the mystery man prepares to leave, someone caught his attention as he and Ichigo looked to see Kasuke looking serious as he looked at the mystery man. Kasuke, I thought it was you, but tell me, why have you returned now? I never left, but let me give you some advice. Think, is it worth getting killed? Kasuke knew what he was talking about because Kasuke was about to summon his Zanpakuto before backing down as the mystery man vanished, leaving Ichigo and Kasuke. Ichigo, who was that guy? Kasuke, someone who might just shake things up around here very soon. As they returned things to normal, Ichigo went over to Urahara's shop seeking answers as he sat with Kasuke, who explains. Kasuke, you see, Ichigo, what I'm about to tell you is only to be known by those of lieutenant and captain level, but a long time ago a soul reaper was banished to the world of the living and his name is FNL, and the man you just saw. Ichigo, why was he banished? Kisuk, that I cannot say at the present time, but what I can tell you is the creature you saw was a demon, but it was what is known as a newborn. They are demons which have only just got into our world, but they have ranks. Ichigo, what are they? Kisuk, the lowest level demons are called newborn. Then you have the next level demon. They are demons who have been around for longer in our world. Third is demon lord. They are normally low in number because it requires a demon to have consumed around 100 souls. But the final level is the one to fear. They are called devil. These demons have power to match even a captain. Ichigo, if they are this dangerous, why is it the Soul Society hasn't done anything? Kisuk, they did try, but after a demon reaches devil rank they become immortal as far as we know, so the Soul Society placed a special seal on their world to prevent them crossing into ours. But it seems the seal has weakened and some are slipping through. At the moment they have no physical form unless they consume a soul, but once the seal break they won't need to consume souls for their physical body, they will just cross over. Ichigo, so what now? Now we proper to fight these demons. Ichigo hears a female voice and sees Rukia standing behind him as more people walk in, and it was Chad, Yuryu and Orihime as they all catch up. Episode 2. Ichigo and his friends sat at Urahara's shop trying to come up with a plan, but Ichigo explained how his attacks did nothing. But then something was noticed as Yuryu, Ichigo, you said nothing hurt the demon when it was like a shadow, and yet FN was able to destroy it. Why? Ichigo, beats me, but it's strange. When I watched him kill that newborn, as Kisuk put it, I saw sorrow in his eyes. Orihime, maybe he wants peace. Chad, I don't think that's it. Orihime, maybe he had to take the life of someone and it brought back that memory. Yuryu, whatever the case, he is strong but also dangerous. We should keep our distance until we know more about him. As Yuryu finished, a strong spiritual pressure caught them all off guard as they rush out and see the sky crack as 3 lights shoot out and land in front of them to reveal demons, but they look stronger than the newborn from earlier. So this is the world of the living, not changed much in the last 1,000 years. You're telling me look at them, not a care in the world. Ichigo, hey, are you 3 demons? Huh, so there are humans that are able to see us, don't you agree, Rushi? Rushi, I agree, Mushi, but maybe our little brother wants to have the first go. What you say, Bushi? Bushi rushed at Ichigo and tackles him to the ground before taking a bite out of his shoulder, causing Ichigo to scream before Chad pulls him off and tossed him as Orihime goes to heal Ichigo. However, it has no effect. Orihime, it won't heal. Yuryu, maybe wounds caused by a demon can't be healed like normal wounds. Ichigo, can you still fight? Ichigo, yeah. Rushi and Mushi stand next to their brother as they surprise everyone by pulling out what looked like Zanpakuto, as all 3 of them rush at the group swords ready to kill, but they are soon blocked by a single sword. This one belongs to FN. Me, you're a magnet for demons, Ichigo, but let's get a little space. I let my spirit energy burst, knocking the 3 demons back as I stand in front of the group, Zanpakuto at the ready. Rushio, a soul reaper, yummy, haven't eaten one in years. Me, you're nothing but light work. If I had to guess, you 3 are of the demon class, am I right? Mushi, yes so. Me, just wish you were strong. I don't even need my shuriken to beat you, so come and die. Bushi rushed forward with a crazy look in his eye, however before his blade could reach me, blood was coating the floor as he looks and sees his torso sliced open and black blood pouring out of his wound before his whole body turns to ash, shocking the other 2 demons. Mushi, what did you do? Mushi was soon shocked as my blade was near his throat as his brother Rushi tries to grab me, but his arms get chopped off. But to everyone else, I never moved as Rushi screams in pain before cut Mushi's head clean off and turn to Rushi before I plunge my Zanpakuto into his chest, and they both turn to ash and I sheath my Zanpakuto. Yuri, what just happened? Orihime, he beat them so easy. Ichigo was the only one not surprised since he had already seen me do it before, but what surprised me was the fact the demons had learned how to gain a Zanpakuto. As I see the 3 weapons crumble as the crack in the sky repairs itself, as I noticed the look in Ichigo's eyes before rushed at me with his Zanpakuto, but I block it with ease. Me, so you're challenging me, Ichigo Kurosaki. Ichigo, I don't know why, but you seem different, not a soul reaper or hollow, so what are you? Me, I don't answer the weak. I give a small push and it sends Ichigo back into the group, crashing into them as I start walking away. However, I was soon stopped by Rukia, who also had her Zanpakuto ready to strike. Me, Rukia Kachiki, so now you want to attack me? Rukia, just like Ichigo, I want to know why you're here. I draw my Zanpakuto and look at her as she makes the first swing, but I barely move as I block her attacks before I grab her face and toss her into a wall. But I soon block an attack, but not from Rukia but Yuryu, as Ichigo used his Visword power to rush at me, but this time I was pushed back but only an inch. Me, seem you have a little power, but you haven't noticed yet, have you? Ichigo was confused at my statement before looking at our Zanpakuto, and sees I never used my shuriken as I brush him off. Me, claim victory, Ryu. My Zanpakuto changed and was now in its Shirkai form, and everyone was soon stunned as Rukia finally breaks free from the wall and rushed at me, but I just stand there as she gets close and I release my spiritual pressure and every drops to their knees trying to breath. Me, do you understand now? Compared to me, you're all children. Just look, I hadn't even released my Zanpakuto. And yet you all couldn't even touch me, and this is only my power with Shirkai, so listen well, never face me again or next time I'll kill you. As I return my Zanpakuto to its normal form, everyone was soon looking at me as I vanish again, leaving them all with the feel of fear. Yuryu, his spiritual pressure is beyond that of a captain. Rukia, why does his spiritual pressure feel so lonely? Everyone managed to calm down after the show of force you had just gave them, after which Rukia informs the Soul Society of the situation and they sent Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kachiki Toshiro, Hitsugaya Ranjaku Matsumoto, Ikaka Madarame and Runji Abarai as they all got to discussing the issue. Episode 3. I standing on the rooftops of Karakura town looking out at all the living, and also all the souls as my focus turns to the sky as the clouds move with calm breeze. Me, the world of the living is a strange place, yet danger lurks in every shadow waiting to bring sorrow in this unwilling world. But as a soul reaper my duty is to protect it. Even if I am alone, I made a vow to her to always protect those who are in danger, and that is what I will do. I feel the spiritual pressure of 3 captains, 2 lieutenants and a single soul reaper as I also pick up on the pressure of a hollow not far from my position as I head towards it, and see a spider hollow chasing a small child as I jump down and slay the hollow. However, it's unable to go to the Soul Society because of my banishment as I walk away but feel a little dizzy. Me, no, I refuse to do that. As I walk away, the spiritual pressure of the same hollows appear as the small child soon reveals itself as a spider hollow wrapping its sticky web around my hands, making it impossible for me to swing my Zanpakuto. Me, cloaking your spirit pressure must have been to draw in soul reapers, but you picked the wrong soul reaper. Spider hollow, haha, is that right? Do you know how many soul reapers I have eaten? You mark number 100. Me, I see, then you die with an odd number, what a shame, but no hollow survives against me. Spider hollow, oh, and how will you do that with your hands bound? Me, Kizu. In that moment the spider hollow was frozen as the air goes dark and it web breaks as it's filled with fear before I slayed it, and everything returns to normal before I start walking away. However, I soon feel the spiritual pressure getting closer as I take my leave before Toshiro and Ranjaku arrive. Ranjaku, captain, do you think? Toshiro, no doubt this is his handiwork. Come on Ranjaku, he can't have gone far. Toshiro and Ranjaku give chase after me, but I knew this and continue walking before they caught up to me as I turned to look at them. Me, Toshiro, Hitsugaya and Ranjaku Matsumoto, what do I owe the pleasure, or maybe you're here for a fight? Toshiro got ready to take out his Zanpakuto as he rushed at me, but I block him with a single hand, but he shows his skill as goes for a high knee hoping to make me release my grip, but I am also skilled as I blocked his knee before judo throw him. Ranjaku, captain, Toshiro, stay there. Toshiro grabs his Zanpakuto and I smile because I knew what was coming as I feel his Zanpakuto fear of battling with me. Toshiro, reign over the frosty heavens, Hirinmer. Me, so you're going for Shirkai? Hate to tell you this, but that is useless against me. As I was talking I noticed ice started to form on hand as Toshiro rushed at me believing he had victory, but he was soon stopped when the spiritual pressure of a demon fills the air, causing me to look at Ranjaku as the demon emerged behind her, forcing me to jump in and block it. Ranjaku, FN. Me, you should step back, this one is stronger than you. As Ranjaku was forced to back away by our spiritual pressure, Toshiro was also unable to move as I pushed the demon back, not giving a care who was behind me as I hold my Zanpakuto by my side. Rakushi, my name is Rakushi and I'm of the Demon Lord class and I have come to claim your life, Soul Reaper. Me, tougher have tried, but please try my sword, hungers for demon blood. Rakushio, is that right? Well, let us feed its hunger. Me, yes. Before I knew it, a second demon strikes me from behind as it ran its Zanpakuto straight through my stomach, but I still take a swing as its blade snaps and I watch it jump next to the other one as I pull out the rest of its blade. He fell for it. Rakushi, Rakushi, agreed Mizushi. Ranjaku, captain, he needs help. Toshiro, I agree. Me, stay where you both are. I don't need help from anyone. I defeat hollows and I slay demons. As I hold my Zanpakuto, the blood from my wound stains my clothes as I prepare to fight. This makes the demons laugh at my action, but I use flash step to appear behind them as I swing my blade at them. However, Rakushi blocks me as Mizushi goes for a counter-attack, scratching my face. Our battle soon got more intense as the three of us move at such speed we would be invisible to even the fastest Soul Reaper, but the clanging of steel and sparks of the colliding blades are the only things seen as we Reaper. Rakushi, for a Soul Reaper you tough, but in the end we demons will stand victorious. Me, claim victory, Ryu. As they stood shocked at the sudden increase of my spiritual pressure, I ready my blade to strike them down as both demons rush me, hoping to leave me open for the others' attack. A mistake. Me single sword technique Moonlight Crest. As I slash in the shape of a crescent moon, both demons soon found themselves split in half as my Zanpakuto returns to normal, and I go to walk away as my wound hurts. Ranjaku, hold on, you need to be treated. Me, I don't need help from any of you, so go away. She soon knocks me unconscious with a sneak attack as I feel her pick me up and carry me to who knows where. Episode 4. As I wake up, I feel something wet on my forehead as I reach up, and it's a damp cloth. Before sitting up to see bandages wrapped around my stomach, as I also notice my Zanpakuto was missing. Before I stand up and look at my surroundings, only to notice that it was Urahara's shop. Kasuko, you're awake, that's good. Me, why am I here and where is my Zanpakuto? Kasuko, you should relax, that wound wasn't life-threatening, but all the others were a little more serious. I sat down as Kasuko did the same, as if he was actually showing me some respect, but that was never going to happen, not from Soul Reapers. Kasuko, I have to say it's actually impressive. Your mastery of Kido is scary to not only seal your wounds but also numb the pain. But tell me, how long did you think you could continue fighting while not allowing your body to heal? Me, I don't really care, my duty is to the spirits, not you Soul Reapers, so I'll ask again, where is my Zanpakuto? Byakuya, your Zanpakuto has been restrained until the head captain gives the order for its release. But someone like you knows all this. As I look back, I see Byakuya Kachiki standing there, hand on his Zanpakuto, ready to attack at the moment I move. But even that would be pointless as I flash step behind him, shocking him with my incredible speed as I place a finger by a pressure point, but don't press it. Me, first warn Byakuya, don't act cocky, because if you do, my next move will be your last. I vanish, which made Byakuya ease up as he looked at where I had been sitting, wondering just how fast I truly was. I start looking for my Zanpakuto as I hear the sound of fighting came from below, which I go to look at and see Ichigo fighting Rukia while the others watched. But before I walk away, I see Ranjaku holding my Zanpakuto. Me, why does she have my sword? I hide my spiritual pressure before creeping up on them, hoping to get my Zanpakuto without being spotted. However, just as I was within reach, a hand grabs my wrist, and I see it was Ikaku as I grab his hand before it could reach his Zanpakuto, and I had the perfect idea as I break free of his grip and smack his hand into Ranjaku's ass before hiding out of view as everyone looked back to see Ikaku with an embarrassed look. Ranjaku, Ikaku, I never would have thought you were such a pervert. Ikaku, I know why you got it all. Wr. Wrong, it wasn't me. Toshiro, oh, then who was it when you're the only one standing there? I used this chance to reach over and grab my Zanpakuto, but the sudden motion made Ranjaku look as she sees me taking my Zanpakuto before using flash step to get away. However, Toshiro and Ikaku block the exit as everyone surrounds me. Me, back away. Ichigo, calm down, we are not your enemy. Actually, Ranjaku was the one who brought you to Urahara's for treatment. Me, I don't care, let me leave. Toshiro, actually, you see the head captain has ordered your capture. I look round as I draw my Zanpakuto as everyone draws their own, and soon it was the question of who would move first, and Ikaku came rushing at me, but I block him as a fight breaks out. I hold my own even with an injury, but it doesn't happen easily. Me, claim victory, Ryu. As my Zanpakuto changed into its Shurikai state, everyone did the same as we continued to battle, and I soon see the difference in my level of power, but that would soon change as I use my secret. Me, Kizu. My speed became even faster as I attack each one of the Soul Reapers, knocking them to the ground before making my escape. However, as soon as I got outside, I was about to fly away, but I soon bump into a barrier. Me, what the hell, a barrier? Kasuko, yeah, and it's special. You see, it was created to prevent demons from breaking in, but it also stops them from getting out, as you just found out. Me, I should have seen this coming. What now, you're all going to kill me? Every Soul Reaper surrounds me, Zanpakuto pointed towards me as I wait for the attacks to come, but even then I refuse to go down without a fight. Ranjaku, Captain. Toshiro, our orders are to capture you, not execute. Just stop fighting, you can't escape. Me, fine. My Zanpakuto goes back to its normal form as I watch every Soul Reaper put down their swords as I'm led back inside and sealed into a room to wait for the meeting with the head captain, but to my surprise Ranjaku walked in and placed a hand on my back. Ranjaku, I'm glad you're not dead, but please let the warrior rest and be yourself, that's all I ask. As she left, I sat there in silence as I hear a voice speak to me. She seems nice. Me, nice or not, her world is different to mine, you know this. Maybe, but I still think after all these years letting someone get close would do you some good. Me, I don't need the Soul Society, not after they turned their back on me. You need to let that go, it was 1,000 years ago. Besides, she seems to like you, as have got a bond with her. Me, not really, I simply gave her advice when I was still living in the Soul Society. Let your heart beat again, my friend, because this path is only filled with loneliness. As the room became quiet again, I remember the words and think loneliness, what a strange word to use. Me, how can I be lonely when I have you, Kizu? Episode 5. Good morning, Captain. Me, good morning, Jinryusei. Are the other captains inside? Jinryusei, yes they are. I walk in and see the captain lined up as I walk to my position and stand looking at them as they all wait for me to give my announcement. Me, I'm glad you could all come because as you know, as of this moment I will no longer be your head captain, but fear not, because I will be leaving you in the hands of the new head captain, Jinryusei Yamamoto. After the meeting concluded, I start walking to gather my things as Jinryusei follows me, but I could see he was a little unsure of something. Me, Jinryusei, what is troubling you? Jinryusei, I just believe many others are a far better choice, Captain, so why me? Me, Jinryusei, many of the other captains have strength, but when I look at them, none of them have the drive to reach new heights. But tell me, what do you believe is meant by who is the king? Jinryusei, it means the one who rules over everyone, right? Me, that is not true, but it actually goes deeper than that. Look out there, Jinryusei, what do you see? Jinryusei, the Soul Society. Me, correct, and the king is not the person of noble blood, no, the king is the people, for they are the ones who keep this place alive. Souls come here from the world of the living, and maybe even trained to become soul reapers. Do you understand now? Jinryusei, I believe so, Captain. Me, good, very good, but promise me no matter what you face, once you become head captain, you never forget who are important. As I reach my room, I take my time packing my stuff up, ready to move to my new position in the Soul Society. So I head off to my new position as I reach the palace of the Spirit King. As I walk in and bow before him. Me, your majesty, I'm FNL and former head captain, here to aid you in any way possible. Spirit King, yes, I know of you, and I must say you're skilled for one so young. Me, I trained for many years so I could answer the call when I'm needed. I just hope to live up to my title. Spirit King, indeed. Now let me introduce your team. Azura and Suki, they are members of my personal guard, such as you. Me, I will protect you and your family with my life. After that, Azura and Suki show me around and even the lab that they work at as I take a look at some papers, and their work was incredible. Before I left my squad, I was actually very smart, and I could tell they were happy to see someone just like them interested in research. Me, so tell me, Azura and Suki, what are you working on? Azura, we are looking into soul preservation, basically allowing a soul to survive even if they are killed or eaten. Me, that is incredible, but it's also risky. I mean, wouldn't souls eaten by hollows remain hollows? Suki, we know that, which is why we are trying to create something to divide the hollow from the host. Me, that would create a paradox, right? Because it's the same soul but in different forms. Azura, you're correct, but it's also a little off. You see, the hollow would be an empty shell causing no harm to the soul of its host. As the three of us discussed the theory more, the more I was curious about if this could actually be reality, and soon our friendship with each other grew more and more as I worked alongside them. Azura FN, tell me, what do you think of the idea of no more fighting and actual peace? Me, it would be nice, but as long as hollows feed on souls, the battle for peace will be long and hard, but it's a duty I accept with all my soul. Azura, well said, my friend, and I hope that you, Suki, and I can create that peace. As we were talking, an alarm goes off as we are summoned to the Spirit King, and he orders me, Azura and Suki, to deal with this threat as we head to the world of the living. But as we arrive, we see two tall creatures attacking souls. Hollows and soul reapers. Azura, what are they? Me, I don't know, but we need to stop them. Let's go. We rush at the strange creatures as the larger one turns towards us, but as it swings its huge fist, I slide under and use my Zanpakuto to cut it off as Azura and Suki knock it back, but we soon see things are different as the creature's arm grows back as it bashes us with its huge fist, sending me into a tree as Azura and Suki both get knocked out. Me, this thing is power. Regeneration, but it doesn't have speed, so I have a chance. Me, Bankai. As my Zanpakuto takes its Bankai form, I hold both blades and face the creature, which seemed to be interested in my weapon. So you're able to use Bankai. Interesting, someone so young yet strong. Tell me your name and its name. Me, my name is FNL and former head captain of the 13 court guard squads, now a personal guard to the Spirit King. As for my weapon, its name is Ryu, but in this form it's known as Raikiri Ryu. Lucifer, my name is Lucifer, and I'm a demon lord class demon. I must say you have spirit to face me alone. Me, my job to protect the Soul Society and all the souls that have yet to arrive, so on my honor you shall not pass. Lucifer smiled as I ready myself for his attack. Before we rushed at each other, but being warriors we gave our attacks everything we had to settle the fight with a single strike, and I slayed the demon as my Bankai disappears and I fall to the ground as the other creature was captured and I lost consciousness. Back to the present. I was sitting in the room as the door opens and I'm lead to another room with a huge screen that shows the head captain and all the remaining captains. Me hello again Jinryusei Chapter 6. I was standing there seeing the other captains all look at me, and I knew what this was. I was going to be judged, and if enough agree I would be put to death. Jinryusei former Soul Reaper FNL, and you have been brought before the captains of the 13 court guard squad to be judged, and if you are found guilty then you will be executed where you stand. Me let's just get this over with. Jinryusei Captain Kachiki, what do you have to say on the matter? Byakuya, from what I have witnessed, he does indeed have incredible power, but a new fact was brought to my attention. Soifon, and what's that? Byakuya, that he is a demon. After we captured him I had Kasuke Urahara create a barrier to keep demons out, but it also keeps them in, as proven by his escape attempt. Mayuri, a demon, you say? That is such a dusty topic that I have no interest in studying them, so why not just execute him and be done with this foolish meeting? Kenpachi, speak for yourself, why don't we bring him here? Besides, I want to fight a strong opponent. Toshiro, we have not yet decided on the action we are taking. He has saved souls on more than once. He even saved Ranjaku from an attack by a pair of demons. Should that not be seen as an ally? Unohana, I agree with Captain Hitsujiya, we should see his actions as friendly. Me, I'm going to be an old man by the time these captains get through this discussion. I was soon snapped out of my thought as the spiritual pressure of a demon appears, and it feels stronger as I turn to the door and start walking before Byakuya stops me. Byakuya, return to you place. Me, we don't have time for this. A demon has just appeared, no, move out my way. I break the keto that was restraining me before blasting through the doors and taking my Zanpakuto in hand as the Soul Reapers chase after me, but break the barrier and continue to flash step. Me, come on, where are you? As I reach the center of Karakura town the demon just seems to vanish. However, I still have a feeling that it's nearby, and I was right as I block a strike from a Zanpakuto which belongs to a demon, and strong one at that. Impressive, Soul Reaper, but tell me, can you block the other? I was soon struck by another blade as I see the same demon before backing away. As I look at the two and see they are the same, but they soon merge into one as the answer became clear. Me, I take it that little dividing trick is the power of your Zanpakuto. Kai, correct, my name is Kai and this is my Zanpakuto Hishamura. So do you wish to run, because what you just felt was a small taste of my power? I look at the slash arcus my stomach before holding my Zanpakuto towards him, a sign I was going to fight as we rush at each other, and we seem evenly matched. Kai, the thing about us demons, we are far beyond the normal Soul Reaper. I was pushed away as the other Soul Reapers arrived to see the demon prepare an attack. I should be able to dodge it, however my body seems to be unable to move as I see a purple liquid on my skin. Kai, Inferno Blaze. As Kai shouts this, I'm soon hit by flame with such heat even the air was burning away, but as the attack stops everyone is shocked to see my top completely gone as to reveal my chest, and everyone sees the scars over my body as I hold my Zanpakuto. Kai, you survived, good, this would be so boring if I killed you already, so come on, fight me some more. I feel my strength fading as I soon notice my Zanpakuto feels heavy, but I fight through the pain and face the enemy before me as I take this chance to rush at him, but he blocks before slicing me again and continues to do so. Ranjaku, Captain, he needs help. Ranjaku goes to help, but Kai notice and aims for her, but I use my flash step and take the hit as my blood drips off my body, and my breathing becomes heavy. I keep my eyes focused on the enemy. Me, this is my fight, stay out of it, Bankai. I switch to my Bankai and rush at Kai with my twin Zanpakuto, begin trading cuts as I slice his face before preparing my next attack as he rushed in. Me, twin sword technique execution. In the blink of an eye the enemy before me was sliced with an X marked on his chest as I see the life fade from his eyes, and I allow my Zanpakuto to return to normal before sheathing it, but as I did a sudden pain surged through my body before blood explodes from my body, and I start falling to the ground. However, I'm soon caught by Ichigo and Toshiro, who take me back to Urahara's to recover from my wounds. While I was recovering the captains finish up the meeting, but the question was, what was the result of the meet? Am I going to die or am I going to live? Episode 7. As you wake up after another demon attack, you see Ranjaku and Toshiro looking at you as you sit up and look at them. Me, what? Toshiro, the head captain, has made a decision. You're to be placed under the watch of my team until your return to Soul Society for further judgment. Me, so I'm still a prisoner, but tell me, why isn't the Soul Society doing anything about the demons? Ranjaku, the Soul Society doesn't have enough data on them to launch a countermeasure, so right now we need to defeat them. Until we do, Toshiro, I will be needing to inform the others of this. For now, rest, you're going to need all your strength. As Toshiro left, you're left with Ranjaku, who sat down next to you, handing you some new clothes which you start putting on as she look at the scars on your body. Ranjaku, how did you get all these? Me, I got them through the years fighting alone, never getting any aid from the Soul Society, but this one, it has unfinished business. The amount of times I nearly died, but this single scar keeps me going because I finish what I started. I refuse to die. Ranjika looks at the X-shaped scar on your chest as you put your top on and walk out the room, but Ranjika follows as you both walk through the streets unseen, just looking round as you see children laughing and smiling, but Ranjika noticed a little smile on your face. Me, what? Ranjika, you know you're actually cute when you smile. You blush out of embarrassment before turning away as you soon feel something and look at the kids and rush forward, but as you reach for your sword only to notice it wasn't there. Me, shit, must have left it at Urahara's shop, not just have to go with my other skill. You knock something over as you jump in the air and prepare your attack, which made Ranjika surprise at how your moves follow into one another. Me, Hato 31 Shikaho. You shot a blast off Keto which not only hit your target, but also covers the area with dust, allowing Ranjiku to see what you hit before you land next to her. And the kids run away as the creature reveals itself. You stupid Soul Reaper, do you really believe a Keto that weak would hurt me? Me, crap, my body is too weak and now my Keto is losing power, but without Ryu I have nothing left to use against him. Ranjiku FN, we should retreat. Me, no, if I leave this demon free more souls will be lost. No, I will fight until I have nothing left to give. As you watch the demon take out his Zanpakuto, you prepare for him to attack. However, what he did next surprised you and Ranjiku. Raijin, my name is Raijin and this will be your death. Soul Reaper's Rage Kantera. Raijin begins to change, growing in size as his turns into a set of claws form on his hands, and soon he looked almost like a humanoid cheetah, which he soon confirmed with his insane speed, sending me flying with a single punch as you notice him looking at Ranjiku. Me, Hato 31 Shikaho. You used Keto to send yourself crashing into Raijin, and knock him back a little as you start preparing my next Keto as you point your fingers at him. Me, Bakudo 61 Rikujikoro. 6 beams of light plant themselves in Raijin's stomach, keeping him from moving as you prepare to unleash another Keto, but your body suddenly is filled with pain as you fall to the ground and your Keto begins to fade. Raijin, haha, what an easy kill, now die Soul Reaper. You watch he goes for a killing blow, however before it could make contact you see Ranjika blocking him, but she struggles to hold him back. Mikizu, I need your help. You fall unconscious, but not for long as you stand up and punch the demon back, shocking Ranjiku as you crack your joints as if you're loosening up. Me, hey ugly, the lady isn't interested, but tell you what, if you want a dance partner I'll gladly take on that role. Raiden, what the hell, you're no Soul Reaper, what are you? Ranjika sees a smile on your face as you rush with the same insane speed as before and take Raijin down again, but he soon gets up and starts trying to hit you, but you're dodging so easy like you're flowing like water. Raijin, why can't I hit you? Me, because you're way too weak, but you gave this kid a real workout, so here, let me do the same. You rush at him, only instead of knocking him down you punch him over and over like you had 100 arms before finally giving one last punch as his body splatters before turning to ash as you turn to look at Ranjiku, but she noticed your eyes were red as you walk over to her and kneel in front of her. Ranjiku FN, are you okay? Me, sorry love, the kid is out cold so I took over in his place. It's nice to meet you. Ranjiku, what do you mean took over? Kizu, the name is Kizu, however me and FN are one in the same, he the Soul Reaper and me the demon, 2 souls 1 body. Ranjiku, but how is this possible? Kizu, wish I could tell you, but I'm out of time. Do me a favor, take care of this kid, he keeps pushing himself way too far. And to be honest, I think it might do him some good if he had friends. Your eyes change back to their normal color before you fall onto Ranjika's lap, and she smiles at the look of you sleeping as she stays still and waits for you to wake up, but she could also tell the years took a toll on you physically, mentally and spiritually, but you now had friends. Ranjiku FN, you are not alone. Episode 8. Me, Azura, what do you think about Soul Bomb? It will purify the soul of any hollow. Azura, it's a good idea, but it could also end up bringing evil souls to the Soul Society, but maybe we can consider it. Suki soon walks in bringing a drink for everyone. As you took a sip you noticed a slight blush on her face as you offer her a seat next to you, and she quickly sat down as Azura smirks and chuckles before the both of you got back to work. Azura, so you and Suki have gotten close this past year. Me, shut up, she is just a friend is all. Azura, you can't fool me, you like her. Me, fine, I admit it, she is beautiful, sweet and kind, but she must have many men falling for her. Azura, actually she doesn't get any, they are too scared to approach her because of our high standing, many avoid us. You look at the door and take a walk. Azura knew where you were going before returning to his work. As you walk through the halls you soon hear Suki around the corner, and looked to see her pinned against the wall. As a man looked at her seductively, Suki smacked his hand as it reached for her, and the man goes to hit her, but you flash step and grab his hand. Me, the lady is uncomfortable, please step away or I will break your arm. You give his arm a slight twist as he backed away and fell to the ground only to look at you with anger. Noble man, how dare you place your hands on me? I am noble, you fool, I will have your head for this act. You grip your zampacto and he looked with fear, but he was soon left surprised as you toss it in front of him and kneel down, leaving all watching as you look at him. Me, I live by a code, words hold no weight unless you have action, so tell me, do you have the stomach to take a life? Or are you just a coward? Noble man, you're insane. Who would willingly give someone a tool to end their own life? Me, a man who can see the true nature of his opponent, and you're unable to take a life, but please prove me wrong. As you see the noble man begin to sweat because of your action, before he could take action a voice called out, and the noble looks over and sees the king, who looked unhappy.
Noble mon your majesty.
Spirit king, I have been watching, and I must say your actions have shamed your family. As such, I will be stripping your family of your noble title. Noble man, your majesty, I have done nothing wrong. My family has always been loyal to you, so tell me, on what grounds should I be punished? Spirit king, your blatant misuse of your noble standing and harassment as you showed by trying to assault this lady without her consent. With that, leave and don't anger me any further. The noble man snaps as he rushed at the king, however you flash step and hold your sword to his neck as he stops. Spirit king, I can protect myself, you know. Me, forgive me, you majesty, but I wouldn't want this man's blood to stain your clothes. And also it would only cause you trouble if you were to kill this former nobleman, so please allow me. The king nods as you push him back before taking off his head, and soon everyone leaves until it was just you and Suki as you sheath your zanpacto. Suki, thank you. Me, I don't need thanks. Beside, had I not stepped in, you might have killed him without him even noticing. Suki, so you knew. Me, when you're head captain, being able to notice things others might not comes with the job, but when I first saw you I could tell you were strong, but I do have a request. Suki, what is it? Me, well, I was wondering if maybe we could start a relationship, but only if you want. Suki was shocked at your words. She had hoped you would ask her, but though it was never going to happen, and yet here you are making the request she wished to hear. Suki, I would love that. You step over to her, and as the sun begins to set in the Soul Society, you wrap your arms around her waist as she wraps her arms around your neck before you both stare into each other's eyes, and soon move in slowly before your lips connect as the warm embrace of another person was a sensation you both wished for as the moment lasted a little before you both break for air. Me, I love you, Suki Suki, and I love you, FN. After a little while you both head back and tell Azura of the news, and the three of you party like no tomorrow, but after nightfall Suki was fast leaning on the table as you cover her up with a blanket before stepping outside with Azura. Me, the night air truly is nice and cool. Azura, I agree, come sit with, after all I brought the sake. You sat, enjoy the offer he made, and the sake was truly splendid as you both sat looking at the stars. Azura evolution, me, huh? Azura evolution, think about it, in the world of the living humans evolve from monkeys, so if souls can evolve into soul reapers or hollows, then what is the next evolution for soul reapers? Me, who knows, maybe there isn't one, but if I had to give my thought on the matter I would say not to worry, because even if there is an evolution it will still lead to death, as all things live and die. Azura, maybe, but what if the next step in our evolution is one that makes us unable to die? Me, if that is the case, then it an evolution we don't need, and it would also beat the laws of nature. Well, I will be going to get some rest, see you in the morning. Azura, good night, FN. As you leave, Azura remains looking at the stars and smiles as he continues to think about your word, and his own, before leaving to do his own thing. Episode 9. As you wake up you find yourself laying in the ground under the night sky, but you also noticed your head was on Ranjiku's lap before sitting up. Ranjiku, I'm glad you're awake. Me, you spoke to him, didn't you? Ranjiku remains silent, meaning your question was already answered as you stay there, until the silence is finally broken. Ranjiku, how did you become like this? Me, a common goal, so he gets my body and in exchange he will help me kill a certain someone, and that's all you need to know. You both stand up and head back. As you're walking you take a stop and look at the moon before returning to your walking, but as you look at Ranjiku flashes of your past start appearing. Me, Ranjiku, tell me, have you ever loved someone? Ranjiku, what bought this on me, just asking. Ranjiku, yes, he was my best friend and even at the end he stayed true to his promise, however his death did make me cry, but I had to get over it. Me, you shouldn't hold back the tears and also keep that love in your heart before you become someone else. You both make it back to Urahara's shop before you all retire to your rooms for sleep, however you couldn't sleep as the fight from earlier plays on your mind. Me, the demons have started to evolve much quicker, which means I'm getting closer to that one. You begin to drift off to sleep before you hear the sound of a flute and get up from your bed and walk outside to see child sitting on a roof. Me, hey kid, don't you know people are trying to sleep? Impressive all, but you have fallen no matter. You soon feel people in the area slowly slipping away as you take your Zanpakuto and point it at the kid. Me, what did you do? I did nothing, I just love music, here, have a listen. The kid starts playing her flute, and at first everything was normal until your head becomes dizzy, and your vision became distorted, and you're barely able to stand. Me, you little shit. Sorry mister, was that song not to your liking? Here, this is my most popular, I hear people are dying to hear it. The kid was about to play her flute, but you swing at her, breaking the moment, which was good because you finally understand this kid. Me, you're a demon, right? Rita, I'm Rita the sound demon, and this is my Zanpakuto, sing Batozu. Rita's flute begins to change, and it was soon a keyboard going round her waist as she prepares to play music, so you rush at her, but she is soon playing as you feel a little tired and your sword feels heavy. Me, what the hell is this? Rita, Batozu is most beautiful, isn't he playing wonderful music? Doesn't it just make you want sleep? You try to stand up, but your legs will not move as her music starts to make you feel tired as you understand how her Zanpakuto works. Me, so you put people to sleep and then they die from your music. In other words, you're an assassin type demon, am I right? Rita, yes, my Batozu can put people to sleep and then kill them so it looks like a natural death, but these souls will feed him. Me, who is him? Rita, he is none of your concern as you're about to die. Your eyes start to close before you force them open and quickly slash your leg, which forced you to stand, but that action shocked Rita. Rita, why would you attack yourself? Me, your Zanpakuto is a subjective type, it overwrites the brain making it believe the body is tired, however it just hypnosis, so a cut to my body will break your hold. Rita was clearly worried as I start walking towards her. And it was clear once someone breaks the hold of her Zanpakuto it becomes useless on that person, and I make swing which forced her to block, however my strength was far better as I broke her Zanpakuto and her in the process. Me, remember these words, this world is protected. Rita was soon turned to ash as I seth my Zanpakuto and look at Urahara's shop and see Ranjaku looking up at me as the bright shines behind me, but now the others could sleep easy as I return to my room and sleep. Time skip. As you wake up and hear the sound of birds, you walk out my room and see everyone was still asleep before walking to the kitchen and prepare some breakfast as someone else walked in and you see it was Ranjaku. Ranjaku, morning, what you doing? Me, preparing breakfast for everyone, so just take a seat and it will be done soon. Ranjaku sat down as everyone else soon arrived and saw you cooing before sitting down, and a couple minutes later you arrive with the food. It was a plate with bacon, eggs, sausages, but the sausages seemed to have a glaze over them as everyone took a bite and was hit by a wave of flavor. Ichigo, holy crap, this good. Oraheim, it's like a fairy made it. Yuryu, I have to say this is most surprising, but the sausages are full of flavor, but this glaze only adds to it. Ranjaku, seconds please. Toshiro, I have to agree, it's good. You hand Ranjaku another plate which she finished just as quick before asking for 3 RDs and 4 just before she fell back, and everyone thought she looked a little drunk. Ikaku, so what was that sauce over the sausages? Me, nothing special, it was a red wine sticky glaze, although I didn't have any sausages so I had to make them from scratch, but I think it's a basic dish. Yuryu, this is basic, you must be joking. Urahara, Yuryu's right, this was far from basic, but tell me, how is your leg? Ichigo, what you mean Kisuk? Urahara, last night FN fought a demon, and to break the control of her Zanpakuto he had to cut his leg. Me, I'm healed, a small injury is easy to heal. Episode 10. A month had passed with no sign of demons, but hollows continued to attack, but Ichigo was more than enough to deal with them, as you look out for demons, but even then things seemed a little too quiet. Me, where are you demons? You start feeling a strange spiritual pressure and rush over in that direction where you see a woman holding something in her arms, but this woman was giving off the spiritual pressure of a demon as you hop down and walk towards her, but the moment she saw you she starts running. Me, hold it. You chase after her as you're both soon confronted by another demon, but this one was much larger, and had a Zanpakuto which it used to cut the woman as it focused on her, however you're unable to stand back and jump between them blocking its strike. Demon, who are you? You're not a human. Me, no I'm not. In that second the demon was cut in half as it looked at you in shock at how much power you have as you turn to the woman and say, Me, I'm a soul reaper and I have questions for you. As you held your sword towards her you see the thing she was holding move as she reached for it, and you help her by handing it to her only for her to reveal a small baby as you put down your sword as you see the child was scared. Mother demon, she is my only treasure, please look after her. Me, hold on lady, I'm a stranger. Mother demon, others will come, and I don't have the power to protect her from them. Me, that still doesn't answer the question of why. Mother demon, my daughter's the one who was meant to lead demonkind, however after he arrived in our world the laws changed and now all he seeks is death, but he also seeks the power lost to our kind. Me, what power? Mother demon, he seeks to break time, space and reality, which would result in all-out war between soul reapers, hollows and those of the living world. What he seeks is beyond devil class, because the power he seeks is that of a god. That would shook me to the core. A demon trying to become a god, was that even possible? Even so, that kind of power would harm all things soul reapers, hollows, and even the living would be destroyed. But as you're snapped out of your daze by the mother demon grabbing your hands and placed her daughter in your hands, as her body starts to disintegrate, you look her in the eyes. Me, you have my word, no harm will come to your child. Mother demon, her name is Mina, please make sure she sees the days to come. As the mother demon turned to ash, you look at the little demon baby in your arms and sigh as you take he back with you. However, you soon feel her grip your shirt tight, just like newborn baby, as you wonder how the others would react. But as you get back to Kasuk's, no one was home, or so you thought, as Ranjiku walked in after you and sees the baby in your arms. Ranjiku, who is this cutie? Me, her name is Mina, and trust me when I say she is not normal. Ranjiku, oh, how she looks like a normal baby to me. Me, she is a demon, and I mean a literal demon. Ranjiku, like the kind we have been fighting against. Me, yeah, but her mother just died, but she also gave me some information. You tell Ranjiku about the mother demon and what she told you as the others all return, and you tell them about Mina being a demon as Byakuya draws his sword, and you draw, you're forcing him to back off as you inform them of the rest of the information. Me, and that is how I have her. Rukia, a demon trying to become a god, is such a thing possible? Kasuk, to be honest, I'm not sure. I have heard rumors of such a thing but never actually seen it, but some records did indicate such a demon existed, but only for a short time. Ichigo, but it seems someone is trying to create another demon god, but will happen to the world of the living. Kasuk, like I said, I don't know, but going off the information we have, I would have to guess that it would rip holes in time and space, which could result in all life being extinguished. Yuryu, and she didn't say how long we have. Me, no, but it can't be something easy to achieve. If I had to guess, it must require 3 things to be complete. Byakuya, and what might that be? Me, power, the demon I fought that used the music as a weapon. She said these souls will feed him. She must have meant the demon god. Kasuk, that seems likely. Another one has to be time. It must take time to gain and control all that spirit energy. Yuryu, but what about the 3 thing? Me, I believe a place to conduct the ritual for this demon god, but not just any place, but a place with a massive amount of spirit energy. Ichigo, then the place has to be Karakura town. Kasuk, it would make the most sense as it is a spiritual hotspot, but we don't know when this demon god will appear. As everyone was talking, you got up and took Mina to your room and placed her in a makeshift bed as you feel the spiritual pressure of Ranjiku, who sat by you looking at Mina. Ranjiku, you're a kind person. Me, I just know what it's like to have no one besides. She is too young to defend herself, so leaving her alone would only give me nightmares. Ranjiku, you don't need to act tough, just let your feelings out. You feel Ranjiku go to place her hand on yours, but you stand up and walk out to get some air. Ranjiku was left with a smile as you had started to open up a little more as she watched over Mina. Episode 11. After taking in Mina, she remains asleep. However, most of the demons that came had her as a target, which forced you to slay every single one which came after her, since every time they did, their aura was that of murder. Me fucking hell, is there no end? As you were fighting, the sound of crying came as you rushed to Mina and pick her up as the Soul Reapers deal with the remaining demons. As you calm Mina down before Ranjiku came in to check on her. Ranjiku, how is she? Me, she is fine, but she is becoming a real pain in my neck. Because of her, I can't fight the demons the way I used to. Ranjiku, she is only a baby. Besides, you look happy to have her. Me, no, I don't, because I know how this is going to turn out. She grows up to become this sweet-looking demon only to betray our trust and kill us all. Maybe I should take this chance to finish her off before she does the same to us. You reach for your Zanpakuto before Ranjiku stops too, and looked at you with a deadly glare as you put Mina down and walk away to get some air. However, as soon as you were gone, Mina began to cry as Ranjiku begins to wonder, was a bond forming between you and Mina? As you jumped from rooftop to rooftop, all you could think about was what Ranjiku said. You look happy. Why would you be happy to have a demon child? It was because of the demons you got banished, and yet something drew you closer to Mina. Before you stop and look at the sky. Me, am I happy? No, without her life has come to a stop, but why does it feel like I'm cursed to walk this lonely path? Ichigo, so this is where you wandered off to. Why do you hate demons? Because I could never understand why someone as strong as you would be banished from the Soul Society. Me, I hate demons because I lost someone close to my heart. As for the banishment, that is my business, so do yourself a favor and leave me alone. Ichigo, Ranjiku told me what happened. You know that kind has a bond with you. Straight after you left, she started crying. Me, not my problem. I'm a warrior, Ichigo, not a parent, and also tell Ranjiku to stay out of my business too. Ichigo watched you vanish before heading back to Urahara's shop, where he saw Mina crying in Ranjika's arms, not wanting to calm down as nightfall came, and everyone returned to their rooms while Ranjika stays with Mina. Ranjika, you know Mina FN isn't a bad person actually, he really is happy to have you because ever since he was banished all he's known is how it feels to be alone. Ranjika soon hears Mina cry before she vanished, causing Ranjiku to search the whole building but found no trace of her as she starts looking outside hoping she could see her but no luck. While Ranjiku was looking for Mina, you sat near the rive staring into it, as you soon notice multiple demons warming the skies before they start circling, so you head out to do some slaying, but as you arrive at the location what you saw was Mina sitting on the ground crying as a demon takes the chance to attack. Meshith. You jump between them and Mina as she suddenly stops crying and instead starts laughing as you face these basic level demons. They were more beast-like than humanoid but still had some power as you shove it away and pick up Mina as you face them with your Zanpakuto at the ready, however only being able to use your right arm made battling them a challenge. Miam seriously need a babysitter. The demons start their attack as you slay each one that came within striking range, but even that was only a delay since their numbers never go do as more keep coming, forcing you to run as they gave chase. Me okay, if I make it out of this I will serious kill Ranjiku. You fight them as you're moving but they soon slash your chest, however you're able to slay them, but even then they continue making lucky strikes as you're soon bleeding from your chest and back as your breathing became heavy and rapid. Me, this is bad, I'm outnumbered. Normally this would mean nothing, but with this kid here I have to stay on defensive. The demons surround you and Mina as they ready the final attack, however you take a stand ready to defend even though it would be pointless because of the numbers, but even so you knew as a soul reaper you have pride to fight until the last breath leaves your body as the demons rush at you from all angles. Me, I will protect you Mina even if it costs me my life. The demons get closer before a bright crimson light beams from Mina as she floats in front of me. And soon the little baby begins to change into a little girl with bright red hair and purple eyes. Me, who are you? Wait, don't tell me you're Mina. Mina, of course it's me Papa. You act as if you haven't seen a demon evolve. Me, actually I haven't. And wait Papa, when did I claim to be your dad? Mina, when Mama gave me to you, but once I grow up more you will no longer be my Papa but a stranger. You just look at her baffled at her word, but the only thing running through your mind was what the hell with this world before you block a demon as Mina blocks another. But what amazed you was how she used the same skill you did, which was weird. Me, let me guess you copied my skills. Mina, correct. After all I have a duty to protect Papa. Me, protect me? You're kidding right? I was only holding back because I had to hold you, but now you will see my real power. After all I had many names back in the day, one of my favorites is. You bolt away in a flash of light, slashing demon after demon at such speed it would almost be like time had stopped before you reappeared in the same flash of light, and sheath your Zanpakuto as all the demons in the area turn to ash. Me, God, flash FNL. And Mina, you're a show-off Papa. You look at her and blush at her calling you Papa as you rub the back of your neck before turning to head home, but Mina was still floating there. Me, you coming Mina, huh? Me, I mean are you coming home with Papa? Mina was soon teary-eyed as she hops on your back and held you tight, but even though this would be annoying to you it actually made you smile as you take a slow trip home, enjoying the time with Mina as she falls asleep on your back as you reach Urahara's and everyone sees you with the girl before explaining everything. Ranjiku, so this little girl is Mina. She must have gone searching for you, right Papa? Me, don't you say that Ranjiku, why not? Me, because yours sounds flirty, so don't even think about infecting my daughter's mind with your seduction. You instantly blush at what you had just said. Since when did you accept Mina as your daughter? And why do you care? But like before it was nice. Episode 12. To look forward, one must look back, as all things are ruled by time from birth to death. The same is true of soul reapers. They are born but they also die. The past. You're walking to the king's throne room after he summoned you to see him. As you arrive the doors open, and you see the king waiting for you before kneeling. Me, you summoned me, my lord. Spirit King, yes, I have a question. Do you know anything about the missing members of the royal guard? Me, no, your majesty, but if I can help, say the word and I will do it without hesitation. Spirit King, it's fine, just keep an eye out for any suspicious activity. You may leave. You nod before leaving the room and start looking around, mainly the last place the members were seen before they disappeared, only to find nothing. However, a strange spiritual pressure was at every site as you head to Azura and see if he could examine it. Assure, so this strange spiritual pressure was left at the scene of those missing guards. I'll begin my examination. As Azura was examining the sample, you noticed the body of both demon floating in pods as you turned to him and asked him about them. Azura, I asked the king if I could study them because they have incredible power, and I am currently looking into the possibility of using their DNA to enhance our own. Me, that seems dangerous, and the king allows it. Azura, yes, after all, if we can gain even a small amount of their power, we could become far better. Just think regeneration so we can recover from any wound. Higher speed. Increased strength. The possibilities are endless. Me, Azura, remember we have a job to protect the Soul Society and the King, so don't lose yourself to your research. Azura, of course, I'm just excited about this research. Me, I understand it's actually your best quality, my friend. I'm only asking you to be careful as you and Suki are important to me. Azura, speaking of Suki, how is the relationship going? Me, it's going well and I believe she is happy. I just wish I could end this war between hollows so we could live in peace, but for now I will enjoy the time I have with her. As Azura smiled, the sample had finished being examined. As you both look at the results, however, it came back as unidentified, which meant it wasn't a soul reaper or a hollow, but the real question was, what could it be? Me, thanks Azura, I'm going to check out the grounds. You should stay here. Azura, you got it. As you leave, you notice Suki walking off the grounds before following her, and what you saw was her playing with kids who had no family. It was actually nice to see how much she cared about children before you walk away and disappear in the shadows, but someone had noticed. Me, I really need to get to the bottom of this before more lives are lost. Night soon falls on the Soul Society. As you look round the grounds before hear the guards calling for aid, as you rush over to the scene and see that the door to Azura's lab was on fire, and the guards were having trouble putting it out. Me, move out the way. Your loud voice surprised the guards as you proceed to jump through the fire which burns your clothes. As you look round the room for Azura, who you saw laying on the floor unconscious, as you pick him up and rush out, taking him to the grass and place him down. Me, Azura, hey, stay with me, you hear me? You make a quick check of his breathing, however he doesn't breathe. As you begin to attempt CPR, as you did this, the guards soon manage to control the fire as Suki arrives and see her brother laying on the floor while you're pressing on his chest as rain starts to fall, but still you continue hoping he would wake up. Me, come on, wake up Azura. Me, come on dude, you can't die, think about all the research you still have to do. Azura, me, wake up Azura. You're soon forced to stop CPR as you feel hands hold you before looking at Suki, who had tears in her eyes seeing the pain this was causing you. And as you take your hands away and look at Azura's body, your own tears begin to fall as Suki wraps her arms around you, hoping to ease your pain, but losing a friend was far more than anyone could take. 8 hours later. After the fire was dealt with, the king asked for a report on the situation. However, no one knew what caused the fire, which led to the death of Azura Hitarashi as they bury his body at your request, but even then the pain hurt worse than anyone could as you stood in his destroyed lab, but all you could see was the happy moment you both shared. Me, why was it you? Suki, FN, I know it's hard, but Azura wouldn't want this, he would want you to move forward. Me, I know, it's just how could someone like him just die? His dream was bigger than most of us, so why? Suki placed a hand on your shoulder before leaving you alone since she felt you needed to have some time alone. But as you look at the destruction, you see that one of the demons you caught was gone, and it all soon became clear that demon was responsible. Me, Azura, I make you this vow, I will find that demon and kill it. You soon leave the room and begin searching the Soul Society for the demon because of that monster Azura is gone, but it's also the reason Suki was forced to cry, so for that it would never be forgiven. As your search began. Back to the present. You wake up to the bright beams of sunlight shining on your face as you notice you're sleeping on the roof, but your vision is soon blocked by Mina looking at you. Me, what are you doing? Mina, checking on you, Papa. After you did come back last night, Ranjiku helped me look for you and we found you sleeping, but why are you crying? You sat up and wiped the tears away, not wanting to show any weakness, not after what it cost you. Me, it was just an old memory, but I'm fine, come on, let's get some food. Mina, okay.